Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Shadow Gambit, the Cursed Crew, where I've got no idea what's happening.
What is this place?
That's a very good question, I fear. Now, can we get up any higher there? Doesn't look like it, but we can jump off onto here.
Is it time already?
It is, brother. Have you forgotten your place in the design?
This all seems so familiar.
The Herald is working tirelessly, brother. Let her find no flaw in you.
The bell marks the 4,631st reforging. Measure resumes once more.
Ignatia. What nightmare has she created here?
It's a good question. No, are there going to be any devs on this map? That's the question. It's probably not the most relevant one at this moment in time. But it's one that I've got nonetheless. Let's shank a dude, see what happens. Not much, okay. But it does allow us to jump across to here.
Do you hear me, Ignatia? What in Blackbeard's name have you done with my friends?
Does she hear us? We can't quick save. No.
Wait. I sense Toya and Soledi nearby.
Oh, good. We need those two. We also need this key. Yeah, we can't go through there, but we can now go through the door up here. But let's also hide this bod. I like to be tidy. Now that opens up to here. I'm going to reflexively press F5 every now and again.
What was that?
Measure has been taken. The world was found wanting.
Ignatia, what is she doing?
Another flaw extinguished so the suffering abates.
Well, she's doing it with a hammer,
Such is the path to the grand design.
with the sound of things.
Wait. Is she?
And we're back.
Here again. Oh, hell.
Bloody hell. Now. So I guess we work our way up
I'll be there
again.
soon.
At some point,
You? Is it time again?
this is going to
brother.
work.
The bell marks the 4,632nd reforging.
Heck with it.
Measure resumes.
Hiding bodies, no longer necessary.
Reaper's teeth. How do I get out of here?
Oh, Marley.
Is that you?
Navigator.
Marley? Marley? Come on now.
Come on,
Now
Marley.
we
need your help.
Somewhere.
Because if we have to go through this every time.
Marley, if you can help in any way,
Aha.
let's do it now. Yes, that's it.
Yes, go on, Marley.
Can help.
I'll find the others, and then we'll find you. That's a promise.
Dang right we will.
A promise.
There's no going through there. Anything you can do about this, Marley?
Wait for the hammer. Free others first.
Very well.
There's Toya and Suledi.
Hmm.
I'll cut those prognosticators right open.
I can't kill a pair of prognosticators by myself, right?
Like a weed. This one persists.
I mean, they
in
are
Herald's
distracted, though.
design.
But then there's also those kindred. How do we deal with those? Maybe we can. Maybe we're alright.
Let's capture this moment
Now.
in time, in case our plan fails.
You have got a view of that lad.
I like it already. Let's unshackle your soul. Aye.
But that's okay. We'll just bring it back over here. Chuck it in the door.
Well, well. Little
And then-
death bringer.
Let's see.
Let's get you
Oops.
some here.
Come on. We'll get you back as well. Yeah, taking out
Thank you
everyone.
for the back.
Probably a good idea.
Endless ambition.
I like these odds. See you around, friend.
Now,
No second thoughts, eh?
bushes. Bushes are our friend.
This memory is
So we've got
Like
a couple of
cruel knife. This one
kindred.
persists in the
a
herald.
crack in the glass. Consider it done. That's not the end, eh?
Crime. My twisting of nature.
Let's send them on their way.
Can we do that? Oh no. Okay. Yeah, we got a blink ability. Why didn't I think of
Memory
that?
unleashed.
Like
Always move
cruel
forward.
knife. This
Right.
one persists
Grant me a
So,
in the herald's desire.
distract, attack,
Roots here. Unshackle.
and then
This one's crime.
there we go.
Twisting.
That's how we deal with that.
Welcome to the other side.
And then we just knife these proggies because they're busy.
That's not the end, eh?
Here. My thanks. The lady needs help.
This lady has been helped.
Afia.
Welcome back, crew.
Hell, I am glad to see you.
Same here. Are you all right?
Might need to catch my breath for a bit.
Aye, just a moment to shake off the pain.
Any idea where we are?
I'm not sure. We were on Morrow's Reach, then a flash, then pain.
I think when the Marley used the Time Soul's power, Ignatia tricked her with a forged memory.
The entire world was changed to her design. But we're still here.
Yes, something's holding us here. A small thread. I think it's the Marley.
We must find her, and serve Ignatia an exquisite death.
Agreed. But first, we free the others.
For
How
sure.
did you get out, by the way?
I was never caught, thanks to a certain someone.
A mysterious benefactor. Must have been powerful.
Aye, and a gambler to the last.
Harmless to the design.
Right, so we've got a prognosticator.
I'm still here.
Thanks, Marley.
This will be fun to come back to.
Now, can we get any closer than this? Maybe.
No cover? Easy.
Yeah, we can throw a bush
remember.
Let's
all the way
cover
down
this.
there,
Oh, this is
and that'll allow the
fascinating.
crew to get in.
At your service.
A good starter.
Lovely. And then from here, let's think.
I'll protect it.
What if we just... Yeah, what if we use Wonder Dust? You come over here.
Itching.
Yeah, we'll do that
He
first.
guides me this way. Oh?
And then he's going to go and look at those bodies. But as he goes, we'll now use Wonder
Fresh out
Dust.
of the lab.
Well, we'll use Distract Dust on that guy. Toya will shank that guy. And Aethea will blink to that guy.
Consider it done.
Someone escaped their prison. Replace the jailer in the next reforging. No flaw will be tolerated. Such is the path to the grand design.
Ugh, shut up already.
Now it might be a good idea to
Those
start
ramblings might mean another report.
hiding bodies.
Marley, if Ignatia can undo our progress, we'll be stuck here forever. Can you help?
Help. Yes, I will try.
I do like this so far.
Good. That's everyone hidden. And we're back. Now,
Interesting.
where are we going
choice,
next? We need to free John. Is he down here somewhere? Yeah, he is. We've got a prognosticator there. So we're going to need to kill that proggy and that proggy at the same time.
Let's see
Now.
what's out there.
It'll grow real fast. Ha! I have just the thing.
This one's
So
soul
lady can
is
come over
cursed
here.
by vile madness.
As many as you like.
And then she can throw a new bush there.
Souls from the air.
And all being well, she can lure in this
Like
guy.
leaves in the wind, but reversed.
Is that?
Okay, maybe.
Watch me go.
Ah, yes. A nice
There we go, we
little
got it.
stroll.
Now,
I'll trim their numbers.
This one persists in
I
the
gotcha.
gross desire.
good. So that leaves us with the Kindred next, I think.
Let me just take notes on that one.
Because that guy is not paying any attention. Oh, there is another acolyte though. So Salady again.
Treatment's ready.
She continues to be
bush for
the best. Yeah, come on over, Macy.
It's
probably unnecessary, but
one less up
that
we
works.
go.
Now,
Oh, I like that. A
we
memory.
should just be able to move in with these two.
The dish takes shape. I am the blade.
Working on it.
Get double kill.
Next patient.
Slice.
Souls from the ground.
A heavy customer.
And then we've got a Belgard. And the Prognosticators.
This one's crime is the tearing of reality.
And there are devs here. I mean, we're probably going to kill everyone here, to be honest. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that proggy straight away, do we? It's that one and the Belgard that we worry about. So,
Opportunity cost.
Cursed by vile madness.
you're looking back and forth. So
6 grams of
Salady's
death root,
bush
2
magic
drops of moonshine.
is probably useful. Right,
Nice capture, Marley.
so,
Ha, I have just the
yeah,
thing.
they got in there without trouble. But can they now get in there without trouble? I mean, they might be able
What's
to
in it for me?
if a fear
May this
Well,
one
well.
penance be
freezes this one temporarily.
Is it time?
Hold it right there.
Yeah. You get ready to do that. A fear. And then we'll move these two in behind the
Molly
Prognosticator.
remembers.
Yeah, because his view isn't good enough to see them. So,
That's on spice. This one is John Mercury.
good.
The darkness tainted. Very sensible, man.
So, Toya, shank that proggy. And then Salady, shank that proggy as well. Cool.
Your soul is free.
Hey,
Enjoy.
swift shrug coming through.
No, that's that guy hidden.
I do like this so far.
And then,
It's all in the weeds.
that's not where I was aiming
Oh,
that
no
even
problem.
slightly,
This
but that's
one's
fine.
crime
Let's get
is the
moving, eh?
tearing
A
of
fear can rescue
reality.
another chum. Quentin and
Everything all
Pincus
right there,
next.
John? Welcome to the other
Too
side.
much fire in the air for my taste. I prefer the open sea. Though there's precious little sea going around here.
We're gathering the others. You still got your senses together?
Aye, all 3 of them. Sir Reginald was supposed to hold the other 4. Ah, I knew I could count on you, Reg.
Good old Reg.
The Marley's special
Now,
skill.
we do have those two
Measure
back
has
there,
been
actually.
taken. The world was found wanting.
Not sure I was supposed to be in a map when this happened.
Ah, she's doing it again.
Stop your hammering, you crazy zealot.
It seems words won't stop her.
Another flaw extinguished, so the suffering abates. Such is the path to the grand design.
Right, so where are we?
Brace yourselves.
Get braced, everyone. Hold on to your butts.
Yes, it worked.
Aha!
Where are we now? And who's the clown?
The mysterious benefactor, I presume.
Oh, I like this place better than the old. A little bit.
Well done, Marley. Now we have a chance.
Yes, I can still remember.
Right, so everyone's respawned over there. So
A moment to remember.
killing people once is all we really need to do.
No
Right.
second thoughts, eh?
And then we get the badge progress for
You!
devs and whatnot.
How?
Brother.
No.
Bell marks
do we go up there this time?
4633rd reforging. Measure resumes once.
Because that's where we were, so
What's
that's
with
fine.
a big number, eh?
She's refining this monstrous world of hers.
You think she's ever gonna stop?
I don't intend to find out.
The depths call me.
At your service.
No one returns from the depths.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Okay, so now, same deal as before.
Need something, maybe?
Ready to serve.
I'll take that, thank you.
My sword
Navigator,
is razor
I've
sharp.
changed things. Little things she won't notice.
Yeah, good.
Is she close? How do we get to her?
Aye, she is close. Always close. I can't change too much. I'll be careful. I've cleared the path. Across the Great Bridge. Go there.
Okay, so that'll be that great bridge.
Ah! That's bone branching.
Yeah, she's cleared all the hammerings and whatnot around it. All the hexagons.
Standing around,
I
catching light.
thought we were going to smash with a hammer of some sort, but I guess not.
Coming through. Ha, I have just the
No.
thing.
You can't see over
I'll
here,
trim
can
their
you?
numbers. One less to
No.
worry about. Coming right up.
So, the Great Bridge.
All right, easy fix. No cover? Souls from the air. I gotcha.
Let's see, we've got a commissarius. Because of course we do.
Incoming.
So we'll throw a bush as far
Throw
as
from
we
the
can.
Who? That bush grants us both an advantage, lady. I will make use of that.
And
My
then
power lies below.
John in the bush.
All this
We rescued
pompous
you for a reason,
architecture
John boy.
Seems rather wasteful, huh?
That's what you do, huh? It's Ignatia.
You're right, Sir Reginald. She's just bragging that she's got the biggest church.
I doubt there's much competition left. Consider it done.
A feast for my blade.
Okay, next part of the mission. Oh, Quentin and
A
Pincus
recipe for
are up
further
ahead.
strategy.
Is anyone really paying attention to this patrol? I don't think so. So let's just double shank those guys.
Oh, I can grow lots of things.
But that reminds me, I have a list of spices I need you to grow.
Okay, so we're all up here now, and there's Belgard,
Marley's special skill.
who is not being watched from that side, but he might be being watched by that. Yeah. So it's the Kindred next. Probably when they're... Well, actually, no. When they come in, that opens the door to take out the other
Better
two.
old than sorry. Pure dead brilliant. To be one with the seas again.
Yeah.
Glad.
So we'll wait for Kindred to bugger off again.
Food for the turtles.
And then back we go.
There is no sense in pondering.
Yeah, there's bushes on that side as well, so...
There.
Hit! Okay, we try that again, but this time
Let's capture
with
this
less
moment
foolishness.
in time. In case I plan. Nothing changed here, I see. The depths have released me.
Yeah, we can just sneak round there,
Go
can't
under.
we? Yeah.
But that's not yet possible. To be one,
Okay,
and nobody will find me here.
now let's get
Keep that anchor away from me. You
John.
got it?
over here somewhere
Coming, Sir
and down.
Reginald. Nothing changed here, I see.
That guy can see both of the Kindred when they're in their place, right? Yeah. So,
Hey.
it's the lady.
Try this fruit.
Always a good bet.
Watch me go. You wanna hide, yeah?
Something.
And then we'll wait for that kindred to bugger off.
Needs more
Slightly in the
time.
wrong place. There we go. We'll put that bush there. Now, can you... Yeah, you can see. Okay, so what
What's
we'll do
in it for
now...
me? Well, well.
Will this work?
Hold it right there.
I mean, this hasn't worked yet. Marley, don't get too excited. Will this work? And let's also bring Toya over here. Now,
Need something, matey.
Toya, get ready. Okay, maybe that would work.
Let's try that again.
If he looks this way instead. No, because...
Preparation is key.
Yeah. Toya, you do that first.
Vile noise.
And then he's going to turn. And as he's finished turning there...
6 grams of death root, 2 drops of moonshine.
Now we do this.
Consider it done. Hold it right there.
And then we freeze him there, which allows...
These are itchy.
Piss! That would have worked if I'd been more agile about it. So,
No second thoughts, eh?
yeah. We get these two over here. We distract that guy until he turns. And now that he's turned, we stab that one. And John comes out at that one.
Up we go.
He's about to turn again,
Let's
so
get moving, eh?
we distract with a fear, whilst the lady drops them in a bush, and John anchors down again.
Nobody will
Good.
find me here.
That all actually worked, eventually. It was a fiddlier plan than it needed to be, probably, but that's practically my MO at this
Another
point.
path blocked by divine intervention.
I can't let you through. She would know.
Where are the others?
From the gate. 2 to the left and 2 to the right. Free them, and I will clear the path.
Alright, so, lady.
Opportunity calls.
Or a fear.
This will be
What's
fun
in
to
it
come
for
back
me?
to.
I'll be there soon.
Do I see?
Can you fit in there? You can. How easy is it for you to
Thank you for the back.
blink up to that guy? Whilst John deals with that guy. Okay, it might work, but she needs to be further
Time
around.
carries us back.
I feel like in the general scheme of things, Quentin and Pincus is the more useful crew.
I'll be there
Oh,
soon.
I can go.
That sounds
Pick the right bone.
So,
Standing around, catching
So, lady.
light.
can we pop
Incoming.
a bush there?
You wanna hide, yeah?
It's quite the puzzle, this. I like it. Good, we can just about get in
Bring
there,
this place some time.
which means we
What
can
ails your soul today?
shank these two.
Strange soul pattern.
Back to the sea.
Souls from
And now
the
we're
air.
into the Rectifarian,
Treatment's ready.
where things get rectified.
This area no doubt serves military training.
Really?
Pretty backward, training soldiers in a world where they're not needed.
I never seen the zealots do anything but pray and patrol.
Perhaps they don't know anything else.
Come. I think Pincus and Quentin are close by.
No. So we want to sidle past this prognosticator, probably. Doesn't seem to matter which way we go.
It is ours.
I mean, it's probably different inside depending on which way we go. But for now,
This is fascinating.
let's get Salady over here. Oops. I didn't see that kindred. Right.
We're back, huh?
Which means this is trickier than I thought. Although now they look over there. But then that guy looks there. So, what if the whole crew stands in that bush?
Yes.
That guy can see back and forth, but
This plan's growing on me.
Do I see? Who?
yeah, you don't see anything, my man. And now we're all in a bush. Okay. Should I have done this, or should I have moved half of them around the other side so I can deal with those two? But no, they're under the watch of this commissarius, so probably not too worried about them. Initially, at least.
They grow from the soil. It's all in what once wasn't. Now
Right.
is. The curse proliferates.
Okay.
Oh, this is fascinating.
Not sure how I'm going to do this.
Let's try a new recipe.
I'm going in.
I mean, I can see a potential strategy here. Let's think.
To the sea.
But yeah, so Reginald can't be plonked up there, but he can fire there. And we can also distract the time freeze. And we can also charge these guys and shank them. So that's a series of actions that we can take.
The Marley's special skill.
The next step is to wait for this patrol to come and go. And then John will fire off Sir Reginald to turn the kindred. Yeah, you turn around. You stop looking. Good.
The taste of death.
And then, let's see. Now, we do that. Toya, pick up this body. Oh, actually,
Opportunity calls.
yeah. So, lady, just throw a bush there. And Toya, drop that bod. Now, amazingly, that body hasn't been spotted. So let's distract that guy again while Lady picks up that bod.
I gotcha. Incoming.
Cool. We can get in.
Can we keep that one for later?
Let's get
Now, you
moving,
two.
eh? Hold it right there. I like it already.
Cool. Everyone can get in.
Glad you
Now
have
it's
our
just a
back.
case of dealing with that guy. Although, yeah, he turns around. Good. Okay, everyone
I'll
through
be
the
there
door.
soon.
Let's
Piss. When I said everyone through the door, I meant
Memory on
everyone
my
through the
eyes.
door.
Obey no one. The turtles would like that.
remedies for the dead. Let's cover this.
Okay, so that didn't work because
Ah, this memory.
someone else spotted us. Was it you? No, it's that patroller there.
It's a lady at the ready.
That almost works, but not quite. So maybe what we need to do
And again. I
is
can
move
do
the
this
entire
all
crew
day.
down here
Consider it
and
done.
into bushes.
Oh, I see. Oh, I like that.
And then from here, Lady can throw a bush over the
Need
top,
some
maybe?
cover?
No, it's not going to allow her to. Okay. So how do we deal with this slot then? We can throw a
Working
bush
on
here,
it.
perhaps.
Alright, yeah.
And then
Ready to serve.
Toya
A useful gift.
On my sacred task. Enough.
lures
Stop.
those two. Are they going to come over?
place is here.
No. Okay. But that's given me an idea, which is we
La
bring
familia tune.
Toya out. And he lures over someone who the Kindred can't see. So we'll wait for this other lad to come back.
Hey!
What horrid thing made that noise?
Nah, the patrol's probably going to come back over and ruin our day, but
I am the
maybe they won't.
sufficient. A heavy customer.
Good. Right, so now we should be able to get in.
Let me just take notes on
We
that.
just need the patrol to bugger off.
Watch me go.
And then we all stand here. And then when this patrol buggers off, we pick our moment.
This plan's growing.
We all run through the door. And now Slady has all the time in the world to throw a bush. Probably didn't even need to be there. But this seems to be a good spot where neither of those commissariats can see us. So maybe that's worked out
You
alright.
never cease to amaze, Marley.
Yes.
I know right where to cut. Oh, no problem.
Okay. Now, we've got a trio of commissariats. That one is watching over both of the others. And these two are kind of both watching in different areas over here. Okay, so we're all in here. How does that help us? John could deal with the one at the back.
Preparation is key.
Back to the sea! Nothing changed here, I see.
No, you're watching there, but you can't see because of those columns. But you're watching. We haven't got any long-range distractions. Right, so is there a spot over here somewhere where... Ah, can no one see that exact spot? This could require some precision.
Just another moment. That's not yet possible.
That was not precise enough.
We go again.
But there's definitely a spot here, according to the game.
The deck.
Yeah, there it
Just
is.
another moment. Let's go under.
Good.
Good.
So this should be straightforward
Bring this
now.
place some time.
Never look back.
We blink up there with Aethir. We shank with Salady. And John does his anchor thing. That's three more dead. No, I hope there wasn't a dev on the other side. I didn't check. Let's see.
Carry on.
Acolyte, Acolyte, Commie. I mean, we could clear out this entire side as well, probably. But it does look as though it's dev-free. There's a rooftop bit, though. That's where Pincus is being kept, so we'll get up there sooner or later. But we'll start with Quentin, because he's down the bottom here. Now, let's move everyone into a bush.
Oh, I see.
And then let's use Toya's flute
The
again.
oldest tricks. Prepare for death. On my way. The heart is pierced. Raise with your
Whence the right of getting stabbed?
Hello? I'm waiting.
No, you're waiting, aren't you?
The
Marley.
Are we?
Do you want to come through the door?
Nay.
Your task
I doubt you do. Although, John,
Hear the wind.
Safe reporting.
Nothing changed here, I see.
You hear?
no, you're kind of watching over there though, so maybe this won't
The
work.
prognosticons will hear of this.
Yeah, that's not going to work. Okay. I'm guessing
Try
again we
this
can't throw
Coming right up.
over the door, but we can sneak through with Salady.
Souls from
Ah,
the
there's a
air.
commissarius right there. How did he not see us?
Where did the time go?
That guy needs to be sacked.
This can't be like
Maybe we can get away with a quick
Only
shanking
hurt
here.
a bit. Working on it. One.
It's going to rely on that patrol walking away from us, though.
It'll only hurt a bit. Next patient. Oh, no problem.
But we got away with it. Good.
This'll be fun to come back to.
No.
Wonder Dust reverse.
Can we lure this guy over?
this way.
Okay, Flame apparently guides him that way. That's not exactly where Flame's guiding you, but that's fine, I guess.
Balanced to perfection.
Yeah.
In a moment.
Let's see. What
6
if
grams of death root, 2 drops of
Flame
moonshine.
guides you this way,
Watch me go.
Why don't I walk this way?
and then
My
Toya
guide
guides you?
is the battlefield. I'm going in.
Okay, they're just not coming in this direction. I guess we could just shank this
I know right where to cut.
guy right now,
One
can't we?
less to I gotcha.
Yeah, that makes
This
life easier.
plan's growing on me. You wanna hide, yeah?
Okay.
A memory imprint. Not with no mail
Oops.
on it.
Okay.
My blade is ready.
Toya, you join the fun. We'll let that patrol do its thing. You're not watching over here, are you? No.
Good taste. Strike with precision.
Do like this so far.
Oh, what? I'm quite sure I attacked
Let's
both of
try
them.
again.
Right, so this time this is going to work.
A refined precision. The taste of the
Oh,
heavy
no
customer.
problem. Standing around, catching light.
That's those guys out of the way. Who have we got over here? Prognostica, Acolyte. Now, is anyone stopping
What's
a
in it?
fear?
This one
From-
is Quentin Albers, the filth.
My body thinks.
Doing that?
Cut through the
I have
shadow.
just the one less to worry. Ah, souls from the ground.
Yeah, we got away with that. Even better. Now, we could go through a door and pop out the other door.
Interesting choice, Marley.
This
Although-
one's crime is the looting of sacred treasure.
At this point, yeah.
Is it?
Oh, piss. Yeah, we should probably move Toya. I forgot about his lack of bush.
Perfection.
Hey! This one's crime is the looting of sacred treasure.
So they come over here, which is well outside of range of that. Come on in, guys.
May this one's
Now.
penance be endless.
Yeah. John is going to attack the Prognostica.
Oh, I can.
Lady can attack the back one. Toya can attack the other back one. And then Aethea can run in and attack the front one.
Don't let the flame.
Fantastic. Everyone's down.
It's the lady at the ready.
We should be able to hide all the bods with one well-placed
Souls
bush.
from the air.
Now,
This one is
Aethea can only blink up when there's a guard for its
Let's
target.
stretch those roots.
So we will
this
bring in
is
old
fascinating.
Lady again.
You wanna hide, yeah? This working on it.
And she
3
can
little cuts.
sneak up.
This one's
And she can't shank that guy because there's a whole other group on the other side that I've not even considered. Although, yeah, that group's not actually so bad. It's only when they're talking to the...
What? Are you crazy? Oh, I like that.
Yeah, it's only when they're talking that they're a problem.
Huh. Strange souls all in the
Now, who have we got over here? Just double check there's no devs. Good. So you may as well come back through, Lady.
This one
Let me ask.
endless greed.
Because there's nothing stopping us now from freeing
This'll be fun to come
Quentin.
back to.
The sea flows and depths have
Oops. I forgot you're
That's not
underwater
just
already.
Another moment.
And
Nobody will find me
whatever you
here.
call it. in the below.
Tide's a bit. We left the treasure back on Morrow's Reach.
Really, Quentin? You're thinking of treasure now?
Of course he is.
Every moment not spent thinking of treasure is a wasted one.
He's always thinking of treasure.
I sense none here. Nor secrets, nor anything really that could spark a hunt. What a drab and dreadful place, eh? Let's get back to our world as soon as possible.
Another abomination freed? Is this your doing, Shipsoul?
How could I? I am but a tool in your forge.
A defective tool is soon replaced, creature. Do not tempt me.
Right, so we'll get the whole crew up here,
Need something, matey.
and then let's have a think.
It worked.
It's looking like,
This one is Pincus
Yeah.
von Presvold, the idle noble.
yeah, we're going to have to come in at the back here. Can we get the whole
My
crew
blade is ready.
up here?
This one's pride is the insulting of holy office.
Yes. Although we don't want the whole crew up here. Because we want to take down those two U-decks simultaneously.
Let's get moving, eh?
This
So-
plan's growing on me.
This one is Pincus von Presvold.
Piss. Impatience. This one is Pincus von
Oh,
Presvold,
this is
and I want him back on my team.
This
Right, so where do you look exactly? You do look all the way over
This
there.
plan's growing
Okay.
on me.
So maybe I should have brought Toya up as well. Right, so here's the plan.
Ugh,
So Lady
these
plants a
are
bush.
itching.
This one's crying.
No cover? Easy.
Insulting of
So
holy.
now, let's cover this up.
Everyone gets excited about the bush.
Ready to serve. Quickly.
And then Toya uses said bush to get through that door. Can he just
Add
pop out
some
now?
spice.
Yep, no one seems to notice.
This one's so.
Opportunity.
And whilst he does that,
You never see.
So lady
my
comes
neighbors,
back.
Marley.
Arrogance.
Watch me go.
she's now going to do the same thing on the other side. Right, we're
This
in.
plan's growing on me.
Excellent. So we're both in. Now,
One day,
this
I'll
should
find
just
out
be a
how you
case
do it.
of shank the
I'm
Ulysses.
I'm going in. Hesitation.
Yeah,
This one's penance be
Oh,
endless.
I'll have to note that
no
down.
one can see because
Swift shrub coming through.
yeah, we're all good. Now the patrol can be taken out. So
grow
we
from
need
the
Sir Lady to
Rose from the ground.
drop another bush.
This one is
And come back
Pincus
out.
von
Oh,
Presvold,
this is fascinating.
idle noble.
So yeah, you park yourself over there. You lot
Falls through me.
will come in and come out that door and park yourself over here as well.
This one's cry.
You lot should all be safe here. However,
I hope that memory
Sir Lady,
serves us right.
I need you.
Office.
Because you are going to
Hiding spot.
plant another
coming
bush
up.
over here,
You wanna hide?
Death is not.
which is going to allow Toya to escape.
Arrogance.
And then
What
all
do
of
we
you
have here?
can come over here. And Sir Lady can place a bush.
What ails your soul today?
Right.
Souls
We're all
from the
hidden. Good.
air.
Like lingering
Although,
your
maybe a
search.
bit further
This
back.
one persists
Need something, matey.
in that
It's all in the
design.
Nice capture, Marley.
Now, can we take them all out without too much trouble?
I'm feeling blue. Ah, glad.
They all stop there. So,
Penance be endless.
yep, they're out of... Oh no, they're not out of earshot of that guy.
Let's see what's out there.
Pisk. So, maybe we just run in and shank them all. Which means we need John out of the ground.
You threw
Okay, I think I've got them all queued up. Maybe I should come out of the hedge over here
Toya.
so they don't see me coming.
This one's cry.
is the insulting of
Oh, piss. Yeah, that would have worked, except I've selected Blink with a fear. So let's instead...
Let's get moving, eh?
Which one are you blinking? That one. Let's attack him instead.
This one's crying is the insulting.
Cool. 5 more dead.
Standing around, catching. Let's cover this up.
Let's hide some
My
crimes.
soul is
The tricky
razor
part. Is that a badge for hiding 5 bodies?
Always
I wouldn't be
move.
surprised.
Soul is cursed by boundless
No.
arrogance.
You guys aren't really being watched, are you? No. So, John, you just come around there. And Salady,
I can grow lots.
you come over here.
3 little cuts.
There we go.
Gone with
Oh, I see.
That's the Kindred down.
Assists
That
in
leaves
the
us with
herald's
2
design.
commies at the back and a prognosticator at the front. A bush would be nice. Right, so we're all up.
It is ours.
Now,
Coming, Son Angel.
John, take out that back commissarius.
What do we have here?
Ifia, blink to that commissarius. Toya, shank that proggy. Salady, shank that proggy. And that leaves Quentin.
Negotiation.
You may as well shank that one.
Athia, this is an outrageous scandal.
I see your spirits live and well.
Rarely have I been so mistreated. This demands retribution. Bloody justice.
Ooh.
Masterful plan, Pincus. As it happens, we all think the same.
As
Not like
any
Pincus to be this
well-disciplined
annoyed.
crew should. Well, I am ready to leave this admittedly impressive place to Ignacia, so I can deliver my complaints in a swift and brutal manner.
Okay. Sneaking out the way we came in then, I guess.
Enough of this. The
Oh, no.
grand memory has been adjusted.
Thanks, Ignacia.
This aberration will be rectified.
She's going to ping us back to the start rather than us having to escape. But now we've got P&Q
Pleasure
connection.
is unceasing. Perfection is the only end. I have seen it in the fire. A world of order, structure, purpose, reality according to the grand design.
You finished? There we go.
Everyone's still here. Well done, Marley.
She's starting to suspect. Not much longer.
That's
All
fine.
right then, crew. 2 more to save. I'll be there soon.
Yeah, we only got 2 left. Wait a minute.
Curious. Wasn't there someone here?
Yeah,
I forgot their twin.
there was
The
someone there.
bell marks the
well.
4,634th report. Measure resumed once more.
Seems like your cover is still holding, Marley.
Barely. She will try again soon, and when that time comes, I'll have to defy her openly.
Well, we best be ready then.